So I was reading one of my favorite poets' writings. It's a 13th century mystic poet named Rumi. And he wrote, "The soul has been given its own ears to hear things the mind does not understand." Such a beautiful quote. And I was really reflecting on that because, in a world that worships logic, that's a pretty radical statement. We're taught to trust what we can measure, what we can analyze and prove. And don't get me wrong, the mind is a really, really powerful thing. It categorizes, it calculates, it constructs meaning from data. But Rumi reminds us reality is not limited to what the intellect can decode, right? There are subtler dimensions to existence. And I know we've all experienced this, right? Have you ever walked into a room and instantly you felt tension before anyone spoke? Or have you ever known something was right or wrong without being able to explain why? So that's the soul hearing. And in metaphysical and esoteric traditions, the human being is more than body and brain. We are layered, we are physical, mental, energetic, spiritual, and the mind operates in the realm of thought, as we know, but the soul perceives through intuition, through resonance, and like a direct knowing. And when we think about the mind asks, like, okay, does this make sense? And the soul asks, does this feel true? The subtle realm doesn't communicate in arguments. It speaks through symbols, it speaks through synchronizations, synchronicities and those quiet inner nudges. And it speaks in frequencies, not formulas. But here's the challenge. The mind is loud and the soul is quiet. So to hear it, we have to slow down. We have to learn to listen beneath the noise of fear, doubt, and conditioning. And Rumi, I don't think Rumi's dismissing intellect. He's putting it in its proper place, right? The mind is a tool. The soul is a compass, though. And when we learn to listen inwardly, we begin to sense that life is layered with a meaning, that guidance is always present, and that understanding doesn't always arrive as explanation. Sometimes it arrives as recognition. And the soul has its own ears. And when we become still enough, we realize it's